Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well and having a great weekend so far. It is the weekend, so I thought today we would do a weekend reset. So things like just a quick clean downstairs, hoover everywhere, and to mop while the kids are at school, and I also need to strip and change the beds so they're fresh for the weekend ahead. I thought it'd be really good to do like a restock and a refresh and to do it as quickly as possible. This is pretty much what I try to do at the end of every week so that everything feels like it's refreshed, restocked and ready to go. So I really hope you enjoy this. If you do enjoy these videos, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. It's free to do that and it will help me on my journey to get into that big 100,000. So I would absolutely love it if you hit subscribe and even like this video to help it out as well. Without further ado, let's jump into it. We're going to go into the bedrooms, strip the beds and get the first load of washing on for the day. So starting off in our room first, I'm going to take off the bedspread. These are a lifesaver, especially if you're someone like me that doesn't like to iron your sheets. And even if you do iron them, they end up crushed anyway, don't they? So these absolutely save the day for me because they make the bed look lovely and tidy all the time. But let's pop them aside because they don't need wash today. I don't wash them every week either. I usually do them kind of once a month, once every 6 weeks, because they're really just decorative. So I'm going to pop them aside and then remove all of the sheets from the duvet, the mattress protector, the bottom sheet, and of course the pillow slips as well. Get everything off the bed and throw it downstairs along with Ella's room and Charlie's room. I think that doing the bedding is one of those tasks that feels like it's such a big mammoth job, but actually once you do it you forget how quick it is just to get it all changed. So I tend to strip the beds, wash them and then put those ones back on that very same day, because let's face it, I would much prefer to do that and have the ones that smell amazing than have the ones that have been in the cupboard for the last week. So I like to get this all off, washed and back on again on the same day so that when I get into bed that night it feels lovely and fresh and it smells like the washing powder. Take everything downstairs and start the first washing load. But first of all, what I have to do is empty everything that's already been drying from the night before, and then I actually schedule a wash so that every single morning my washing machine's already started an hour ahead of us getting up, so that first washing load of the day has already been done. So it's such a good tip. Try and look at your machine and see if you've got a setting that you can actually schedule ahead of time. So then I'm just going to pop in the first load of sheets along with my little washing pod and let that start for the next hour or so. And in the meantime, I will go ahead and sort out all of the dried washing, sorting it all into piles by the person. So it'll be all of Charlie's pyjamas, school uniform, t-shirts, underwear, and then the same for likes of Ella and then myself and then Fraser. I think it's easier just to put it in piles per person so that I can feel as if I've actually achieved one of the jobs in each of the rooms. I think even like that as well, because Fraser has certain ways he puts stuff away, it's good to leave him a little pile to do his own stuff. But yeah, I really try to make sure that I have everything folded so that most of the things going away in drawers are much easier to just pop away when it's already folded together. Onto some more folding. I had my electric dryer on last night with all of the football bibs from Fraser's football team, so I'm going to fold all of them and put them in the bag so that he can put them in the car for the next training session. washing, I'm going to make myself useful and clear out the snack drawer. This is pretty much the restock section of this sort of organising for the weekend, and the snack drawer gets hit heavily 24/7, especially because the kids go and grab their snack for school. I'm going to take these Perspex trays. They're actually fridge trays, but they're really good for dividing your drawers up. So I'm using them to stack in the crisps, and also really good for your bread products, you know, like brioches, loaves. I've got naan breads in here which we can use at the weekend, but they're so handy. So that just keeps everything organised and gives it a little sort of spot in that drawer so we can see how much we have of everything. I'll then restock my coffee pods. I try to do this every couple of days because it almost acts as a sort of decorative part of the room as well. This cupboard is the one that I store most of our dry ingredients, so flour, porridge oats, dried fruit, all that kind of stuff. And I also keep all of our spices and herbs in here as well. You'll see they're actually on little spice racks that are attached to the cupboard door, which saves so much space and it's really handy. I actually use my little Dymo machine to label each of these jars, which I think I got from either Amazon or eBay. I'll link them below if I can find them for you, because it does save so much space and it makes making food so much easier when you can see everything that you've got. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill up all my little jars. These mason jars are from B&M. You can get them in Home Bargains as well, and I think it's just a great size for stocking up things like your porridge oats, flour, caster sugar, all that kind of stuff. And because they are Perspex, you can see right through them. You can see where you need to restock the next time you go for a food shopping, and it just keeps it nice and organised. And the great thing about having these glass jars as well is if you are trying to decant a lot of your stuff, it means you can take out all the recycling in one go. It just makes life a lot easier, especially with having young kids, because they can see exactly what they're looking for. And yeah, I think it looks aesthetically pleasing as well, of course. I do have a sort of like tub that I keep all the sort of excess stuff, like extra pasta, extra lentils, all that kind of stuff. And any of my sort of boil in the bag rices or microwavable ones also go in their own little container as well. So this little Lazy Susan's great as well. I got this from, I think it was actually Poundland, maybe it was £5, something like that, and it's great for all of these jars. Moving on to the fridge, again another area of the house that over the weekend takes an absolute bashing, because we're always kind of in and out here grabbing things and not really thinking about where we're placing them again. So I like to try and spend my Friday organising the fridge, seeing what sort of space we have, things that we might need to top up on. But I generally don't do a food shopping on a Friday because we never know where we're going to be on the weekend, so it's good to have it organised and cleared out so that by the start of the next week, when it comes to Monday or Tuesday and I do a food shopping or get a delivery of HelloFresh coming in, then it means that I've got space for that inside the fridge. Now I'm just going to take any of my glass containers that I have in the fridge and pop them into the dishwasher and probably stick that on because it looks pretty full as well, and then just go and wipe down all the sides. These kind of jobs, like wiping down the breakfast bar, are pretty much jobs that I do several times a day because that's where the kids tend to eat lunch and stuff, especially on the weekends. But I just thought I would go over it again just to make the room feel nice and fresh and tidy. This Astonish spray is also really nice. I actually picked it up recently, but I really like the scent of it. I think it's called something like Pink Blossom. It's really nice. We have these flat velvet chairs and I always get asked how to clean them. Dr. Beckman's Magic Carpet Cleaner is the best stuff ever. I think it's like £3.50 or something like that. Usually I get it from Home Bargains, but I just literally spray some of the liquid on and then just brush it up with a little attached brush. It's fantastic and it dries in really well. Now that is the first load of washing done, I'm going to take that out, chuck it in the dryer and then put the next one on. So we're already halfway through the bed situation, and now that that feels like most of the laundry's done for the weekend, I'm just going to spray inside of the sink and also the drying rack, the drying board there. And I'm also going to empty the bin because that is pretty full, and also take out some of the recycling. There was actually stuff on top there that I had to take out. The bin bag ended up bursting, so that I had to go in the recycling as well. So I'm going to just do that, replace the bin, and then once that's done I will go ahead and start sweeping and mopping inside the laundry room, because even like that, with all the lint and the tumble dryer and even just moving some of the dirty clothes around, usually you'll find little bits of astroturf rubber somewhere. You know what it's like if you've got someone in your house that plays football. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that's nice and tidy. This time if you haven't already got one, then I highly recommend you get a cordless vacuum because it makes your life so much easier. Sometimes in the morning when the kids are finished their breakfast, if they've made crumbs from toast or anything like that, or the dog's made a mess, having this to just get to hand and take it out and no plugging in, no wires, it is so easy, especially for awkward areas like underneath the dining table. It's so fast to just go ahead and give a quick hoover before I mop anywhere, and even after mopping sometimes I go back over it again just to get any bits of fluff that I might have missed. Charlie's friends were coming over later on that day, so I wanted to take all the wrestling figures upstairs because that's generally where they play them. So I'm going to take all that up to his room, and then finally it is time to mop. This is when I know that I've pretty much done all of my jobs, when I fill up the mop bucket and get to it. I just try and do 1 kettle load of boiling water because I've not really got an awful lot of surface area to get through, and as I say, I do keep on top of things through the week, so it's not really a deep clean, but I definitely need to go over this with a proper mop and not like a spray swifter. But that is everything, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed getting organised with me for the weekend. If you do like these kind of videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more and follow me over on Instagram to keep in touch as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.